stick them on your butt. Yeah. So I wanted to share Alexis with everyone.
Hello.
And talk about the fact that we're about to have a baby in the upcoming weeks. A free birth at home, however she chooses, maybe in a pool, maybe not. And I just want to ask her questions that I may already know the answers to, but either way, it'll be good to kind of catch up on things before it all happens, because she's currently 37 weeks pregnant. This Sunday it'll be 38 weeks. Typically a baby's born anytime soon, between now and 42 weeks, full term. 40 weeks is July 1st. We're getting really close.
Really, really close. Could be 3 weeks, could be 5, 6. Who knows? It's a surprise.
Her belly's all painted up because Rebecca here at Rewild U painted her belly up with some henna today. Henna.
Yes, she covered me with her talents.
We took some photos of her, so she's looking all pretty and stuff. So, why did you decide that you wanted to do it at home versus in the typical hospital?
Well, it didn't take much thinking for me, because we planned to have this baby, so we had thought about it before I ever even became pregnant, and I'm in good health. I have a good support system. I feel like I have everything I need to do it completely on my own. I mean, hospitals are great for if you need help, and I figured I'll always have that option. I mean, we do live in the modern world, even though it doesn't necessarily look like it out here. But, I originally thought I would use a midwife so that I could have the comforts of my own home, to be able to freely move around and eat and go through labor in the natural way, but with, someone there to guide me. But then I ended up choosing to free birth eventually, because I realized the reason I had a midwife was out of fear. My own fears and fears of my family and other people. So I decided, instead of placing those onto someone else, I would deal with them myself by just educating myself on every little thing that I didn't know about or that I thought could go wrong. So if I have a solution for each and everything, or if I know what I'll do, it's really not as easy to be fearful. Because most of our fears of any kind come from a lack of understanding, or, unknowing.
Yeah. So we put all that lack of understanding, and sometimes for a good reason, give that authority to a doctor, to the nursing staff, and we let them make a lot of decisions for us, but you decided to make all those decisions for yourself.
Yeah, not that that's necessarily the wrong choice. I mean, someone needs to be in charge, take that responsibility. And I just believe that women should have the opportunity to birth in the way that they're most comfortable. And for me, the way that I'm most comfortable is to take that responsibility on my own and handle it my way.
We have Mirabelle and Liliana as our audience also here, the two little girls, Kenton and Rebecca's girls, 7 and 4, that live here at Rewild U too. Okay, well, as the person in the support role in your situation, I pretty well distrust. For me, it's a sense of trust that it can be done. That there's nothing necessarily unnatural or as an emergency situation of birthing, unless it needs to be that. I mean, surely there's situations where women really, even someone like yourself, may attempt to have birth at home, but they'll need to be transferred to a hospital because of issues, whatever that be. But for me, it's a sense of trust that you know your body, and that nature knows how to let women have children.
Women are very capable creatures.
Yeah.
We always have been. But That's
mean,
why I'm thankful for the support that I have from him and from everyone else here, because that's what I think has made it harder for women to take control of their own births, is because the support system is so incredibly important. Like, if this was something I wanted to do but he was fearful, or anyone else around me was fearful or negative about it, it would make it, so much harder, because of course that energy would leak onto me whether I wanted to or not. So
yeah.
it's been so much easier to have a pregnancy without complications, without stress, because of the support that I have. I think that's the most important thing, aside from, just staying healthy and being educated about birth and pregnancy, all of that.
Did you just say stress, though? Did you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, low stress. I think that's probably...
Yeah, more than anything, that
Yeah.
helps. He does make me walk and climb steep places still, so that probably helps also, but...
I do keep her active. I kind of just want to leave it at that. It's just a short introduction to what we're doing here, and maybe we'll make another video talking about this, but we're having a birth at home, guys, and I'm super pumped. I'm pumped to share my transition into fatherhood and talking about how I plan on approaching that. Maybe I'll make some videos on that, and maybe Alexis can step in every so often and talk about some of her experiences too. Have you guys had anyone near you, use a midwife or any alternative methods? I actually have talked to people recently that never really even considered that that there's another option other than a hospital birth, just because it's so culturally accepted as the norm. Just tell me about your experiences with this, and anything that may come up for you that'd be fearful, because this is probably going to be the height of anything that you could ever fear in our life. Not just because you're birthing a baby, but fear of becoming a father or mother. There's responsibilities. There's a lot.
It's a huge transition in every way.
It's a big peak, and so if we can address talking about things like home births and empowering women to feel like they could do that, and empowering men that they can be the support role in that situation, then I think that it will trickle down into a lot of our other fear-based decisions that we make. And for myself, I try not to make too many decisions out of fear, although obviously I surely do. Good evening, guys. Were you hitting the whole video? This is Kiki. She was sitting with us the whole video.